Hi, I'm Tom Hughes. Thanks for watching. Today we're talking with Ron Collett. He is a member of the Red Wing Port Authority. Hi, Ron.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. Tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I work for Dairy Farmers of America. I'm actually an area manager. I deal with the farmers that milk cows. I deal with the haulers that haul the milk. I deal with the places that the milk is delivered and the contracts, and I deal with member governance. I deal with any kind of business development that we have for our DFA up here in Minnesota, North and South Dakota, and the northwestern part of Wisconsin.
And are you a farm kid?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I
Grew up on a farm?
Grew up over by Plum City, Wisconsin. Milked about 50, 60 cows with my dad, and got out when I was in my late 30s. And actually, I went to college right out of high school, decided that I did not want to be a professor of chemistry, so I came back to the farm, and 15 years later I went back to college and finished up a degree and got back in the dairy industry on the processing side.
I'm guessing you've seen a lot of changes in the dairy industry.
A lot of changes, yes, actually.
From this? Did you ever do that?
Oh, yes, yep. So when you get from back in the early 70s into the 80s to where we are now with the huge dairies, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 cows. It's a whole different world as far as how people look at cows. And people that have the large dairies spend a lot more time looking at cows as an asset than what we used to. Cows were just there to be milked when I was young.
When you were a kid, did you consider any of your cows as pets, kind of?
Yeah, we had some pets.
Yeah, I would think so.
Exactly. So yeah, you named them. They weren't just a number anymore back then.
Do you have any Bessies?
No, we did not. So.
Tell us about why you decided to be a member of the Port Authority.
Well, actually, 7 years ago, I got on the Harbor Commission, which reported at that time to the Port Authority, and I got on it because I owned a boat and I was slipping in Old Miss Colville, and I kind of want to get involved in what was going on with the Harbor Commission and the policies and things that were going on at the marinas. And so I spent 6 years in the harbor, 3 of those of which I chaired the Harbor Committee. And the past year I've spent an advisory role in the Harbor Commission, and when a position came up with the port, I thought it would be an interesting transition to go from participating as an advisory to the port to being on the port and looking at business development for Red Wing.
And what to you was a draw to the Port Authority? I know we try and bring business into Red Wing through the Port Authority, right?
Right, yeah, yes we do, but there's a lot of opportunity in Red Wing. And I have to believe that with my background and my business that I've dealt with in the last 25 years of dairy, that I dealt with a lot of businesses. I've actually, worked with cities and villages and towns to work with issues that we may have with the plants and stuff. So I've seen both sides of the business. I can see where I've worked with a business dealing with a town or a village. Now I like to be on that other side and deal with the business and see what we can develop and come and help out the city of Red Wing.
As far as your job goes, it looks to me like you've got connections all over the place, so that would probably be an asset for the Red Wing Port Authority,
yes,
right?
I do know a lot of people in the business community, and in the past I've dealt with lobbyists up at St. Paul dealing with policy for the state. And so, you got to work both angles as much as you can, and work at, see what you can do and try to bring parties together.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Nice to talk to you today.
You bet. Thank you.
Ron Collett from the Red Wing Port Authority. I'm Tom Hughes. Thanks for watching.